I want to welcome you to the Microclinics and to introduce myself to you. I am Mona Huff, a Community Health Education Coordinator for the University of Louisville Traeger Institute and the lead for Microclinics program. I found Microclinics quite by accident back in 2015 when they were doing a training in Bowling Green. Even though I was trained in several health initiatives, I was interested in this program because it appeared that it had many of the different themes of the other programs that I had been trained in wrapped into one. I want to connect my personal story to Microclinics for you today, even though this program was not available when I needed it in 2003. However, I did use many of the principles that you will learn in your class. Additionally, I want to share my personal story to give you hope. If I can get healthy, you certainly can. Back in 2003, when I started my journey of health, I weighed close to 250 pounds, probably a little more because I had stopped weighing myself, and I was on 11 pills and insulin. I had tried everything I could think of to lose weight. I would do good for a while, and then I'd fall off the wagon. I would feel tremendous guilt, shame, and even embarrassment. Whatever weight that I had lost during that time would just come back quickly. I struggled with multiple GI problems, migraines, allergies, and was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I passed out in 2003 and fell down some steps and was taken to the hospital because of the injuries. There, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I was very ill and frightened and not sure that I wanted to even face what was to come. My granddaughter came to visit me. She was 7 at the time, and I could see the fear in her eyes. And I decided right then that even if I did not love myself enough to care for myself, for me, then I needed to do it for her. So I made the decision that I was never going to diet again. Now that sounds contradictory, doesn't it? But instead, I was going to try to figure out how to be healthy. So the research began. This time it was not to lose weight, not to be a certain size, but to be healthy. I want you to hear that. It was not to be a certain weight, not to be a certain size, and not even to make someone else happy, but to be healthy. I learned that losing weight sustainably is not about counting calories or doing a prescribed amount of activity, but about creating a proper balance for your body. We want to connect you with simple tools to become healthy by recognizing how to take care of body, soul, and mind. Then losing weight, if your body needs to, will be an added bonus. So there's 7 tips I'd like to share with you. First, I educated myself. I dug deep into the research and found out that what we were being told does not work for the majority of us. We will share some of the standards of care, sure enough, but we want you to do research for yourself and practice journaling so that you can see what works for you. Number 2, I stopped dieting and started nourishing my body. I learned through my research that my body was chronically starved for certain key nutrients. You will learn through this journaling what foods and activities make a difference in how you feel. I healed my digestion. I discovered that one of the reasons why I was so badly starving for nutrients is that my digestive process was compromised. So I was unable to effectively extract the nutrients from the foods that I was eating. Digestion problems can also cause inflammation, and the inflammatory hormones put our bodies into a fat storage mode. My guess is that most of you have heartburn and gut issues often. I worked through some important emotional and spiritual issues. Some people feel safer with extra weight on their body. It is as if the body uses weight as a shield or a buffer from the world. We will learn how to address the emotional and psychological issues to help resolve past traumas and to get your body to feel safer in letting go of the weight. I worked on some important addiction issues. Now, there is conflicting thoughts on addictions to food. However, my guess, the ones who say that food does not cause addictions are those who are highly disciplined, and perhaps the only addiction they may have is work. My personal battle with unhealthy carbs, both those which are full of sugars and salt, make me know they are a problem for me. Certain foods trigger cravings, and you will learn how to identify those foods and what to do about them. Next, I find a reason to laugh every day. Stress causes elevated levels of cortisol and inflammatory hormones. Laughing is not always easy to do. I understand that. Life circumstances can be difficult. However, if you cannot find a reason to laugh and find yourself anxious or depressed most of the time, then ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but indeed a sign of strength. Finally, I found support. I asked for help from my family and friends. I joined a support group. I helped lead a group in my church. The social aspect of getting well was very important to the whole process. I needed the encouragement, but I also needed permission to share with others. You will hear during Microclinics about My Health Matters. This is our way to offer that support and education as part of the suggested follow-up from Microclinics to continue our life journey toward health. The concept is that we did not get unhealthy overnight, nor will we get healthy overnight. The classes that you joined are just a starting place. Remember, I started mine in 2003, and I still go to a support group. We will be offering this through Traeger Institute at least monthly, and perhaps more if we continue Zoom meetings and face-to-face options. Currently, we're meeting weekly during the COVID pandemic on Monday nights. We will learn this takes time, this health journey, and it's a change to our way of thinking. We will learn that food can be medicine or poison. Oh, by the way, remember, when I started my journey in 2003, I was 56 years old, taking 11 pills and insulin, and being pushed in a wheelchair when there was much walking involved. In 2020, I am 73, working a full-time job and doing ministry in my community. I take a lone thyroid pill, and I enjoy walking 5Ks, which is 3.2 miles. It did not happen overnight, but was a journey, but certainly one worth taking. This team that you are joining will become lifelong friends. There are several who took classes with me as much as 5 years ago that still meet and are accountable to each other. Many of them have reduced their medicines, their blood pressures, their A1Cs, their cholesterol levels, their weight, but most importantly, they have increased their mental and physical health. Some have testimony of how their family members and friends have become healthier. That is our hope for you as well. Your facilitators are here to help you, and please know that you can contact me as well. You truly will learn that health is contagious. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy your Microclinics experience.